the coronavirus and COVID-19 and just some general overviews of it. I've held off on doing this for a little bit, but I wanted to make one finally and just get some information about my opinion. Um, First, I just wanted to say that I think there will be, in the end, some discussion about the testing methods done for determining if people have the coronavirus or not. I think there are some mistakes being made, and a lot of things are being lumped into, oh, probably someone has the coronavirus when maybe they don't, and maybe a lot of people also feel fine, and so they're not counted in the tallies when maybe they do have the coronavirus, but they feel fine. So when it's all said and done and the dust settles, I think the statistics will be argued about for years. But that's not really the main concern. We'll get to the main concern in a second. Another thing that I have to be curious about is when the news, what sells news, the thing that sells news and then commercials is fear. People are being creating extra fear on the news, so I really don't like to watch the news. I like to just get on the computer sometimes and check statistics and kind of look at some general things, but if I watch the news, I just want to kill myself because it's just reported as being super, super scary, and I feel like there's an agenda behind a lot of the news. I am not sure what that agenda is sometimes, but I don't feel like the news is entirely neutral about things and questioning the statistics. So another thing is I think the statistics are way off. I think that a lot more people have had this virus and gotten over it than are being reported. And yes, there are some people who are having some very strong problems from this. Most of them, I believe, have compromised immune systems, and so they would be having troubles from lots of things anyway, like, for example, standard flu season. Also, questions about the vaccine. May or may not see a vaccine down the road, but if you think about it, the coronavirus is from a family called the coronavirus family, of which the common cold is a part of that family, and nobody has been able to make a vaccine for the common cold ever. And so I doubt that just all of a sudden they're just going to come up with some miracle vaccine that's going to work. I am hesitant to recommend vaccines because of a lot of the weird stuff that's put in them. The side effects after vaccinations can be pretty bad. So anyway, that's another subject for another day, but I'm not worried about is there going to be a vaccine or not. I'm not too much worried about the statistics. Curious, but I'm not focusing on it too much. I'm not caring too much about how the testing is done. What I do care about is this, is what do we do about this? The main thing that needs to be done is to strengthen our immune system, period. Our immune system is the best at fighting viruses ever. If our immune system is healthy and strong, it can usually handle anything. That's why people are healthy, may have no flu symptoms or no coronavirus symptoms or no symptoms of anything because they come in contact with the germ. The germ really doesn't have a chance to hold on and get going or really make a person feel ill. So strong immune system is the main thing. When I looked up on some of the more medical approaches to what do you do if you think you have the coronavirus, the support was rather lame. It just said stay home, take care of yourself, eat, get food for your home, get water, hunker down. So, I kind of understand that, but that's kind of retarded in my opinion. Of course you want to have food and water. I did see a thing that made me laugh was like, when do you go to the medical doctor? When do you go get medical attention? Oh, when your face is blue, when you can't get up. How are you going to go to the medical doctor if you can't get up? You have persistent pain in your chest, or you can't breathe at all. Those to me are way extreme things that you would want to get care before those things manifest. So there's kind of this disconnect between I think I may have the coronavirus and I'm nearly dead, rush me to the hospital. So what do you do in that middle? Or hopefully what do you do to prevent it? If you have it, what do you do with some natural remedies that will support your immune system? And let's not get to this end thing where people are having some severe problems. So just wanted to read to you some of the things that I find very helpful my opinion, things that are very helpful for when you have a viral problem, any viral problem. So here we go. I'm going to read through this. Elderberry juice, one of the most awesome things ever. Very safe. And Wildwood Cellars makes it. So it's WYLDEWOOD. Wildwood Cellars. They make an elderberry juice concentrate with nothing else in it. Just elderberry juice. I was going to say wildwood juice. Elderberry juice, concentrated, put in a bottle. I love that company. And it really helps people who have allergies and an immune system challenge with some viruses. So wonderful stuff. Extra vitamin A is awesome. Vitamin A really strengthens the immune system. Extra vitamin A, get some. Extra vitamin C. So a ton of vitamin C is really helpful. Look up high dose vitamin C on the internet. Very, very helpful for viruses. If you are very ill, if I was like nearly dead, I would try to find some place where I could get some intravenous IV therapy. There's a limited amount that you can get absorbed by taking vitamin C by mouth. If there was some type of emergency for myself, I would really want to get hooked up with some intravenous, which means poke me with a needle and get some vitamin E straight into my blood. Some real miracles have happened with that. But you can also do great stuff with vitamin C by mouth. So that's another thing I recommend. Reishi mushrooms. Supreme Nutrition makes a high-quality reishi mushroom concentrate available on Amazon. Extra zinc. MCT oil. MCT stands for medium chain triglycerides. It's an extract out of coconut oil. These little fatty acids tend to cause viruses to explode. They tend to pop, and so it's hard to survive if your body's rupturing. That's what's happened to viruses in the presence of MCT oil. So it also gives us energy. So it's a good supplement to add in if you're wanting to prevent or maybe help if you feel like you're getting a cold, flu, viral problem. Another thing that's not talked about a lot is people have food allergies. Food allergies are going to make your immune system tired. So if you are worried about getting sick, don't be shooting yourself in the foot by eating foods that are bad for you. So if you, generally the foods that are bad for us are the modern foods. Sugar, a lot of the grains are more of on the trend of foods. They're the modern ones. The grains weren't really eaten until fairly recently on our timeline here. So reducing inflammatory foods, grains, which means wheat, corn. Rice seems to be okay, but wheat and corn seem to be very inflammatory. So if you can reduce the wheat and corn, milk's usually not too good. Reduce milk. Those are really kind of the top ones. But if you know you have a food allergy, stay away from that food. For Pete's sake, it's going to weaken your immune system. If you don't know if you had a food allergy, eat a really healthy diet. That's going to be low sugar, lots of fruits and vegetables, proteins of choice, healthy fats. Notice in there was not grains, dairy products, candies, and sugary things. So go more towards veggies, fruits, healthy proteins, healthy fats, and you're not going to be eating much that could be weakening your immune system if you do that. So don't shoot yourself in the foot by eating foods that already are beating you up. If you're already beat up from the foods, you're more wide open for a virus to come and, latch a hold and get you sick. Get outside. I highly suggest it's awesome weather out here. Get outside, get some sunshine, get some fresh air, go on a walk, just breathe some fresh air. Just staying in the house all the time is kind of you don't want to be breathing in your own air. You want to get outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine. Outside has some wonderful benefits. And lastly, boost your mood. You can make yourself sick with worry. That's why I dislike watching television. The news is just horrible. I can get sick and feel like I'm about to pass out watching the news. So I don't watch the news, but I stay in touch with what's going on in the world. So watch some funny things. Watch some things that make your heart happy. If we're going to watch an entertainment stuff, don't watch scary stuff that gives us ulcers and makes us nervous. So watch a ton of funny movies if you're going to be watching anything. Let's laugh. let's have a good mood and get through this together. Do things that are like fun activities. Don't be just kind of in a constant state of fear. Fear itself will make you sick. And lastly, I just wanted to say I'm here to help. If someone needs a phone consultation about what I would recommend kind of specific to a person, give the office a call. My number is 972-880-8541. Or you can reach out to me with email or however you want to get a hold of me. Email is lewiscohn@yahoo.com. Just shoot me some questions. I'll do my best to answer. I'm here to serve and help, and I'm not too nervous about all of this, but I know some people are. So my first job is to try to educate, calm people down, and then let's give some positive suggestions for what we can do before we get that, oh, I have a blue face and I can't breathe. Let's do some of these non-harmful, very proactive, safe, good things for boosting the immune system. Let's get through all this together so we can hopefully laugh about this next year. See you on another video.